Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? Welcome everybody to the last Monster Mash of the year. Though, by the time you're watching this, it will probably be the new year. This monster is going to be coming out in mid-January because I'm going on vacation 2 days after this. So,
Woo!
but I am joined by, as usual, in between the holidays, with 3 companions. One of us is missing this day. But I'm joined by Larry, Decaf, and Shy, and I'm going to give them a chance to each introduce their character. And in the case of Shy, characters. So why don't we start there? Shy, who are you playing this day?
We'll go ahead and start off with Erica. Whoopsies. This is an inventor of mine that I built a little while ago that I'm bringing back, a favorite of mine, if you will. Erica the Prodigious, a weapon inventor, with her well-known weapon, Earth Shatter. Yeah, that's you'll get to see kind of what she does.
Cool. And then
alongside
next is,
her,
you guys sort of incidentally did a theme, and so, well, Erica is kind of outside the theme. Your second character fits a bit closely with it.
yeah, whom I have dubbed as Hazel, which is still a bit of an on the nose name, aka Emma Frost. Welcome to another quick 1 hour build with Shy, because that's a pretty normal thing for me. I build a character within 1 hour. This is that, a psychic, whom I will see how well I perform.
Well, I hope. Good luck on that.
You didn't like the other build option I had in mind, so I had to do a quick adjustment.
This would be a very short stream if you went with the other option. On the opposite side of what could have led to a short stream, this next build might lead to this being a longer fight than anybody was aiming for. Decaf, who you got?
Following Emma Frost, we've got the true and original Iceman, Bobby Drake. Yeah, we're coming in with a pure water kineticist build. Means I might have some surprises up my sleeve, so we'll see what happens.
All right. And then, last but not least, Larry, you are doing a build that's following one of the Full Build Fridays, right?
Yeah. You're always complaining about how I never do them, so I was like, let me do it again.
I don't know if I've complained about you specifically. I think that's more just
This
in
is
general.
clearly not Droomy, right?
I'm doing the Quake build that he did, what was that, last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that?
2 weeks, yeah.
Very recently. But yeah.
I guess it was last week.
Human Monk. If you're more interested in it, go check out the blog post.
Or the video on YouTube. But,
that too.
All right. Well, the 4 of you are members of a tribe in this Arctic North, a tribe of hunters and gatherers, and as rather storied members of the tribe, you all have been sent to collect food, to collect means to sustain the tribe. Your hunt has gone all right. You've managed to take down a few reindeer, catch a rabbit or two, but it's not quite enough just yet. So you're still pushing on a little bit further, and you have moved into territory that is often avoided among your people. And as you're searching, as you're hunting, you soon find the reason why. Because emerging, kind coming upon this rock here is a large creature covered in white feathers and shaggy fur. Its owl-like head is made to be more distinct by a pair of large curling antlers. Its eyes glow with a frosty hue, and it fixes its gaze upon you as it lets out a shriek. The creature in question looks like this.
Oh.
Ooh.
Alright.
And as it approaches and unleashes this piercing cry, we're gonna roll for initiative.
All right.
Oh, good. I hope none of you beat him.
Double checking that I don't have anything for like initiative things that I need to worry about. All right.
Haha, yes. Does Erica have anything that lets her win on a tie?
I'm double checking. I don't believe so,
Of
but I will
course.
confirm first.
I hope you don't.
I mean, if it would make you feel better, she wouldn't move very far. I don't believe I do, so you should be good.
Excellent. Alright, well, to begin this encounter, this creature rises up, and its bear-like limbs, it lifts out to the side, and suddenly great wings unfurl from them that it flaps in a gust. And let me double check just some distance stuff here. Okay, I can make that work. And you see the wind and snow begin to swirl, and as it swirls, it begins to sort of like grow into a shape until it is suddenly a whirlwind, a tornado that has overtaken Quake and Erica inside of it as the Skraev unleashes howling winds. So this is a 10-foot radius, 40-foot tall cylinder of whipping wind and snow. As it rises up around you, I need you guys to attempt a reflex save.
Alrighty.
Critical success because of Path to Perfection. And a regular success. Alright, so Quake is unaffected, but Erica will take half bludgeoning and half cold damage.
All right.
But that is all three of this creature's actions, meaning it is Erica's turn.
All right. We're going to do what I think most inventors do best. We're going to immediately kick into overdrive.
Okay. Alright, I've got the DCs right in
I
front
think
of
it'll
me.
compare for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, failure by 2.
Yeah. It looks like it'll do it for me, so I think you should be good.
Yeah, so
Unfortunate, but that's fine.
you try to get the engine started on your great axe, and the whipping wind, it makes it very difficult to do so.
Okay. Now, I don't know if I necessarily want to stay here.
Forever and ever.
Other weapons. Oh. You're a monk?
Yep.
So So your only weapon would be your fists, if you would.
Correct.
BB, question for you.
What's up?
Can I helpful tinker his fist?
Ooh, let me, can you throw that up?
Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Is
What
that a
is
thing I can
this?
do?
Can offensive boost apply to unarmed strikes?
Let's find out. Let me go into my feats.
If offensive boost can apply to unarmed strikes, I will allow it.
Made it. Improvements make any strikes. Rely on your innovation. If your innovation is armor, it can.
Then I am unfortunately going to say no.
That's really unfortunate. All right. All right. Well, I think he's just out of range for another thing. And he's out of range for... God, he's in the worst spot.
Not for him.
Fine. Come hither. Nope. Charge.
Okay, now keep in mind this this square here is difficult terrain.
Noted. Whee!
Okay. All right.
That leaves me with one action.
Oh, sorry. That's right, because you didn't do the helpful tinkering.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I don't think I can... I might just continue to move in, honestly. Whee! Bit. There.
Okay. Hazel. No
All right.
break for you.
Yeah. No, trust me, I'm aware. Cool. On this one, I need to be able to see the dude. That's kind of where I'm at. So I think... Where are my cantrips? Here we are. Has all of them like 40 times. That's not helpful. How far away is he? Perfect. All right. We'll just start with a very simple one. Daze.
Okay.
The
Now,
basic will save.
can I get from you a quick concealment check?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
this is 40 feet tall. This rock is maybe 10 feet tall.
I guess, yeah, just a d20.
Okay.
7.
Yep, you're able to peer it through the swirling snow and wind, and your gaze locks with it for a second, and as it does, you send this bolt just into its brain, and it will make a will save. And succeed.
All right. Well, it'll take half damage at least.
That it will. Okay. So 4 mental damage, and it dies. No.
Can you imagine?
Just imagine the day I make a monster that has like 4 health, but all its defenses are insane.
I would cry.
Alright, so that was 2 actions.
Yep. And then I will follow it up with a... Where is it? Oh, no, that's not her. That's not a thing I can do because I'm not in Unpsyche. Oh, frick.
Nope.
Suddenly, that would be very useful to have. She will also move, though, because it is kind of hard to see it. Boink. Good. Oh, she does also have 30. Perfect. And there you go.
Okay. Quake.
All right. I'm gonna start by moving up towards it.
Alright, and keep in mind all those green squares are difficult terrain.
Right. Let's see. Ooh. I just saw that if you hover over it, over the rulers and stuff, it'll tell you how to like move and stuff. Okay, so follow path is spacebar. So if I go up in a straight line, I'd be losing 10 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up 35 feet.
Goddamn monks, man. You and your incredible movement.
Isn't it great?
I think I'm only just gonna be able to go into a stance, and then I'm gonna close this distance
Okay.
for this turn. So like that.
All right, and you step into a flank with Erica. And you should be able to throw up your stance action into chat and apply the effect to yourself.
Oh, right.
And while you do that, Iceman.
Alrighty. Well, even from way back here, I will go ahead and start off by using my Channel Elements ability. We're gonna summon up some ice and water. As part of this action, since I am a kineticist, I am also going to go ahead and enter a stance from my Elemental Overlap ability
Okay.
as I invoke my most
Steam Knight.
frostbitten form, Steam Knight. This basically will give me a plus 10 foot bonus speed, so my speed is now effectively 40 feet. And we're gonna go ahead and move in.
You can leap
for
up to your
some
speed.
action.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's really cool.
And it also lets you double jump. You don't immediately
Yep.
fall at the end of a jump, provided you leap again with your next action. I might need to keep that in mind if I ever build a character that
Wow.
can double jump.
It's so
Mario,
good.
here
I
we
love
go.
it
Take
so
a single
much.
dip into Kineticist just to get Steam Knight.
Yep. That's amazing. Let's
Is
see
it
here.
counting
So
diagonals correctly?
looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
Because this would be 40 feet for me, just to get to right here.
All right.
And then last action, now that I'm up here, I'll go ahead and just do a water elemental blast to attempt to hit this thing with some bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Let's see here. I like that it does the action, but I still have to like.
There's no
roll
like
properly
attack
for
roll
this.
option for it.
Yeah, apparently not. It probably could edit it in at some point, but yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
it's
here we
weird that
go.
it doesn't even have like, because at least in Pathbuilder, you know, they're in the spell section, so you'd almost think like they'd have make your attack roll
Yeah,
like a spell would.
exactly.
Interesting.
26. All right, you pack a rock into a snowball and hurl it at this thing, and unfortunately your aim goes wide.
Alrighty.
Okay, it is back to this creature's turn, and I just want to see something. Interesting. Okay. Well, here's what's going to happen. The Skraev is going to spend 2 actions. And what you see it do, you see it suddenly pump its wings vigorously, and it shoots up into the air. It doesn't have to go very far. But it is going to rise up and sail over Erica's head and come crashing down on the other side of her. And as it does so, make sure I got this right, it is going to make a beak strike against Erica.
Hurt me.
So here we go.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm not a swashbuckler, so there's nothing to worry about.
Yep. Well, nothing happens. But for its third and final action, it's going to send out it's going to flap its wings, and a gust moves the whirlwind towards Iceman and Quake once more. And so, as it does, and actually, how far was that? Because I think I did put a distance on this. Ooh. Alright, so maybe not that far. Yep. Can get here. But isn't it? Okay. Alright, it moves. So yeah, it can only move at 20 feet. So it only catches Iceman.
Interesting.
So, I need a reflex save, and I'll throw that back up so you can roll on it right there. Ooh, wow. Alright, so
I am rolling so bad today.
perhaps not expecting this tornado to be able to move, you are suddenly buffeted by these winds and these just swirling chunks of ice and snow. Taking 22 points of bludgeoning and not 18 points of cold. Though I imagine you have at least some resistance to cold.
I do, yeah. So that is 22 bludgeoning and then 13 cold.
Okay.
So that should put me here.
Alright, well, at least I dealt some damage. Alright, that was all 3 actions, which means it is Erica's turn.
All right, she's gonna attempt another overdrive.
It's like, work, you stupid thing. She smacks
She's
it.
just pulling on the car, just like a lawnmower that won't start.
Your dad comes out. He's like, no, you gotta do it.
There we go.
And it starts right up. Alright,
Yep.
so that is a
Ooh,
success.
Yep, that's now on. And then she goes, all right. And she'll go for a megaton strike, just a normal one.
Okay. I want to see what.
That.
Curious, what is.
And
Oh, I like the little overdrive icon. I haven't seen that before on Foundry.
oh yeah, no, it's a nice one.
That's fun.
All right, and then I used it once a little while ago. It's been a minute. I guess Megaton Strike is selected. Let me target. Boink. And
Target.
strike. Whee! Oop. Whee!
And that is a hit, a palpable hit, as your hammer, as your axe bites into the rough hide, furs, and feather of this looming monstrosity.
Perfect. Forget what half of these do. Hang on. Noted. I will do that in the future. Anyways, whee!
Ooh, 44 points of damage. That hurts.
Erica, don't play around.
Man, now I really wish that my bite had hit you.
oh boy. All right, but that's all 3 of her actions.
Okay. Hazel.
Oh yeah, huh? No. All right. So now that we've gotten this far, I think I wanna like quote unquote play with the idea of what she can do. I will start off by immediately entering. How do I do that here? Here we go. Boink. That doesn't do it the way I thought it would.
Nope.
Is there? I see. This helps me quite literally none. Unfortunate. All right, well, I'll go ahead and just keep in mind kind of what it does. Oh, wait, it's not listed there. Am I dumb? Maybe I'll do this next turn and then look at how it works. Just so I can make sure it's good to go. So instead, we'll just go ahead and we're going to cast another cantrip after I move, because I don't think it's within 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'm now here, and we're going to go ahead and cast Forbidden Thought.
Ooh, okay.
So it'll need to make a will save. And I want to prevent it from striding very specifically.
Sure.
Well, no, this doesn't prevent it. No, strike.
Strike.
Any strikes
Okay.
that it makes. Okay, never mind.
It throws off your mental manipulations.
All right,
Which-
that lovely, cool. All right, that's all.
Okay. Then it is Quake.
Right. So
This is a rock. We'll have to climb it if you want to just go over it.
you said it's like 10 feet
Yep.
tall. Can I quick jump?
You could try to quick jump to get up high enough to grab its like the top of it and just pull yourself up.
Ledge and then pull myself up. That's
Yeah.
like what, 2 actions?
Yeah,
How about just a climb?
that's just an athletics check. And with your speed,
Okay.
it should be a very easy one.
All right then.
So what
I'll
is
just
what is
climb
your
up a
land
bit.
speed?
45.
Okay. So on a success, you move 5 feet per 20 feet of your land speed. So you're gonna move 10 feet on a successful climb.
Ah, okay.
So
All right.
just give me a quick climb check. Quick athletics check.
If I can remember where that is. Skills, right?
Yep.
Or proficiencies. Athletics.
Yep. 23. It's not a super difficult climb, so while you rolled poorly, your skill is enough that you're able to ascend this rock with ease.
All right. Whoops.
So it's one action.
And then she's just gonna kind of slide down the other side. If I can.
Yeah, if you want to go that way, it slopes down back here.
Can I go straight left?
Yeah.
Okay. Like that. Let me see if I'm doing this correctly. Okay, 45. Damn. Shit.
Would you not be able to do some like diagonal movements, or
Yeah, I'm going to. That's because I really want to flank, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go like this then.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to punch this thing.
Okay.
Uh,
With a flurry of bows.
yeah.
Blows, sorry.
Let's do it. 2 more number strikes. And yeah, for some reason it didn't add the attacks when I did the Path Muncher.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh, weird.
So this is. I have Path Builder pulled up. It's a plus 21 for the first hit.
Okay.
So
Yeah, just go ahead and roll it.
let me see if this will work. Ah,
24, unfortunately, is a miss.
And then second attack is -2. Prefer ugh.
It
To hit
should-
this thing?
It'll no, it'll be a -5, unfortunately.
-5? Okay, that's fine. Damn.
Will you?
Oh,
Only-
-5, sorry.
So it should still be a plus
So I
16.
rolled a 4 plus 16, so yeah, 20.
All right. That is actually that second one is actually a critical miss. So
Oof.
the Skraev will use its riposte and no, joking. Iceman.
All right, it is time to double bounce. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm just gonna get down to here with one jump,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna do another jump over here. Which there's a reason, I promise. It's mostly because I am going to initiate my other abilities off of Steam Knight. So I land within an adjacent space to initiate a reflex save for some fire damage.
Okay. Make sure I got this selected. Oof. That'll be a failure.
All right, here is 2d6.
All right.
4 points of fire.
It seems highly susceptible to the fire damage.
Beautiful. And then last action, I am going to go ahead and do another elemental blast
Okay.
while I'm here.
Doing a melee blast.
Yep, we're just going to go for it. And one day I will figure out how to get Foundry to do the thing. So let's see here. D20 plus 20. There we go.
Get him! He's off guard.
30 to hit?
Because he is flat-footed, because he is off guard, that will hit.
Oh, nice. All right. This will again have been bludgeoning damage. So that is going to be 3d8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Go.
18.
For
Okay.
18 points. And that
That's-
is my turn.
Makes math easy. Okay. Well, you guys are perfectly arranged, but I can't
Uh-oh.
catch you in the I can't catch all three of you in my tornado. So
Oh, wow.
I think I'm gonna let the tornado die.
That's actually really funny for placement. I was laughing in my head earlier about the triangle we had formed, so.
And then, let's see, I've got a couple options here. I'm pretty slow when it comes to that. So I think what I'm going to do is, because you leaping at it has upset it. It didn't like that.
Fair.
So it is going to stride.
I think I have something.
Well then, have at it.
Let me see. Just stand still. Make a melee strike.
Go for it.
Within your reach. Yeah. Okay. Plus, what I say, 24? 21?
I think you did say
was
21, yeah. 24 is what you rolled. That is unfortunately because you are not one of the ones flanking it. That is a miss.
Ah, shucks.
So the Skraev gets around you. And as it does, so after landing, it's sort of like its wings sort of folded back into its arms. But it stands up in a bear-like stance, and one of its wing like sort of flicks out again, almost like a blade springing out. And it whirls its wing at you, And at first you almost think it's a strike. But then this cold, blistering wind erupts from the wing and moves in a 60-foot line through you and Iceman
Oof.
as it unleashes a freezing gust. I need
All right.
the both of you to attempt a reflex save.
Oof.
Bruh. Okay. I can't roll today. It's fine.
Don't worry, I can't get my line to point in the
Nope.
right direction. We're all suffering together. Iceman, fortunately, you do have some resistance to cold. Because you just took 72 of it.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
Christ. Okay.
Larry,
Cool.
you will take 36 points of cold damage. And as you are
Oh, whoops.
hit by... Don't do that.
There we go.
And as you are hit by this gust, you actually become frozen, which is very ironic for Iceman. It's an ice cube within an ice cube.
Oh boy.
Now, I do actually have a reaction I can use that triggers off of that. But using it would put me right back where I ended up. And that's not where I want to be. So, the Skraev is wisely going to hold off on using its chilling advance. And instead it'll be Erica's turn.
All right. Erica doesn't really see what she can do to help Iceman or Quake at the moment, so I think what she's instead going to worry about is capitalizing on seeing that the fire hurt this thing earlier. So she's going to go ahead, and this is the wrong character sheet. That explains why I wasn't finding anything I was looking for. There it is. Explode up to a 10-foot rate emanation.
Okay. And it will attempt a reflex save.
Okay.
Wow.
I am on fire.
You were supposed to actually be on fire, you little shoot. Alright, well, here's my unstable check. That's lovely.
It's a... What happens when you critically fail an unstable check? Anything?
This. Ow!
You're on fire.
I just take damage.
Yeah.
I thought it rolled the d10 and I thought it maxed, and I was like, oh, okay. No, I forgot that it's just straight up my level.
Yep.
So, so that's fun. Well, thanks for ignoring it. That's very kind of you.
It's staying on its toes. It already got burnt once.
And she'll step on in.
Okay. And explode is 2 actions.
Yeah, so,
Hazel.
now quick question.
Yes.
Iceman, on a scale of, I don't know, to something, how you feeling?
If the scale is 138, I am at 36.
Fascinating.
Oof.
So what you're saying is...
He's missing 102 slices out of his 138 slice pizza.
Takes way too much dedication to ever do something like that. Okay. In that case, you can miss out on not having one of those. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do a 4th level soothe.
Ooh.
Yeah, boink.
Some healing for the Iceman. There you go. 35.
That's less than I would have liked it to be, but better than nothing.
2 7s. It's not bad.
Could be worse, could be worse. I really still don't have much in the way of one action stuff like I thought I did. Which is weird because I thought I did, and I'm like looking.
You did make this character in an hour.
Oh, you know what I think it was? I think I was thinking of the other character
Whoops.
that I was making. I think I was thinking of them that had like a bunch of one action things that they could do. Oh, no, you know what it is. I just can't do any of them because I haven't entered my psyche yet. I'm dumb. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'll just move in to get a little closer so that everyone's within range, hopefully.
Okay. Cool. Quake. You find yourself partially encased in ice. There's enough room for you to, like, you can still, like, sort of swing your upper body around, but your lower half is frozen and held in place.
Mm-hmm. Could I try to do a feint
Of course, yeah.
while in this? Okay. Proficiencies.
That is against its perception DC. That is a success.
All right. And then I guess I'm gonna go for another flurry of blows. Or actually, let's see what this does. Let's do some falling stone
Okay.
stuff. Now I am wearing the
Hand wraps?
the hand wraps. I noticed that was also not added to the character sheet.
Oh.
So it says plus 18, so it's gonna be at a plus 2 instead. If that's how this works.
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it is.
Natural
Oh, well.
20. Oh my gosh. Go ahead and roll damage for a critical hit.
Alright. And then that's just the critical button, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no. Classic.
Jeez.
You. Oh yeah, no. Well, no, you should have striking at this point.
Yeah.
So it
So
should
it
be
would be
2d8.
2d8.
Yep.
Okay, so let me roll another d8.
Alright, so another 8 points of damage. Okay. You still have a second strike.
Right. Now I will do the flurry of blows. So this is at a -5.
Yes, and also because you only had a regular success on your feint, it is no longer flat-footed.
Okay. Good to know.
Feint doesn't have the attack trait, does it?
What's that? No, feint does not.
Oh, okay. I thought it did for some reason.
Miss.
Yep, that unfortunately is a miss.
And plus. It's another -5. So...
Yep, so plus 11.
Alright. Come on.
Okay. Iceman.
All right. Well, as a free action, I am gonna go ahead and bleed out some fire from my Steam Knight. So a 10-foot aura will effectively trace around me for emitting heat. And then for my 2 actions this turn, I am going to start with an Ocean's Balm on myself. Let's see here. It's D HP. Should be 5d8.
It's got a leveled HP thing on the.
Let's see what that does. Perfect.
Nice.
I'll take that. All right, and then second action, I'm going to attempt to escape this ice.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'll do an acrobatics for this to try and get out. Whoop.
29.
29.
Unfortunately, that is a failure.
Would the
All
would the
right,
heat
then
have
I heal.
provided a circumstance bonus?
So your heat, is it just like an aura of damage?
Yep, it is a 10-foot aura of damage.
Okay, because let's see. At the start of your turn, you can emit steam as a free action. Deals fire damage. Okay, because the way I worded Freezing Gust is that you are frozen in the ice until you escape or you take any amount of fire damage.
Well, I don't take fire damage, so...
Alright, so it is the Skraev's turn. There's stuff I could do, but I do want to try to at least punch somebody once. So it is once more going to attempt to perform a vicious pounce. It flicks its wings out and lifts into the air, and it is going to soar over you two.
Now we'll try to hit it again.
Okay. That is a hit.
Hey. It's gonna be 2d6 plus 7.
Should be 2d8, because unless you... I assume you're making falling stone strikes.
Oh, I can keep doing that? Sure.
As
why
long
not?
as you're in the stance, yeah.
Oh, then heck yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
2d8. Nope, that's not how it goes. Okay, 2d8. And then do I add the plus 7?
For your damage? Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. Sorry.
Alright. Another solid hit against this creature. It is not quite bloody, but it is close. However, it manages to land upon this rock. And as it does so, as it slams back down into the earth, its beak rips out towards Emma Frost, or towards Hazel, sorry. I assume she's operating under secret identity for the time being.
You know, both are technically accurate.
So,
Could've been
come
the
on,
White
not a
Queen.
natural one. It almost landed on a natural one. That is a hit. Its beak rips into Emma's soft flesh, dealing 21 points of piercing damage.
Ew.
And then I forgot to actually integrate this. But as it lands, as its beak tears into you, it rips open a nasty wound, and you start taking 2d6 persistent bleed damage.
Ow.
So let me see if I can...
Is there a way to, like, add that?
Yes, I am doing it. Well, right now, as we
Okay.
speak. Bam.
Cool.
Then, that was two actions. So, for its third and final action, it's just going to swing out with a talon at her.
Rude.
And just hit.
Dang.
For 28
Oh, no.
points of damage.
Yeah, I watched that thing turn into a 0, and I went, oh, crap.
Alright, not a bad turn for the Skraev. Erica.
Well, Erica's not in pain, so... No. So she's gonna go ahead and capitalize. I'll go ahead and just make a quick little move on in here. Yeep. I've already used that. It's tempting to try this. Do I? Sure, why not? We're gonna do another overdrive.
Okay.
See if we can't make it better.
There's always room for improvement. Also failure.
All right, nothing happens. That's fine. And then we'll go for a swing. Good old swing. But instead of her normal slashing, you see that she takes the spikes that are like haphazardly on the top of it and stabs with it.
Okay.
Whee!
Stab away. Miss.
I didn't target. I apologize.
Well, I'll let you know. That is a miss.
I kind of assumed.
Alright, that brings us around to Hazel. Hurt
Hey,
Hazel,
look at
as
that.
they call her.
She's definitely hurting. Hey, guess what? I figured it out.
Oh, excellent.
Immediately after her turn ended that one time.
Just in time.
So we're going to go ahead and apply this now. And this gives me those action abilities that I was referring to. So, oh, that one's a reaction? Whoa. Cool. Anyways. All right. So first off, we're going to go ahead and just take a look at this dude and be like, you're mean. And walk this way.
All right.
And then we're going to follow it up with a Psyburst.
Okay.
On him.
Now, this has the Mind Shift trait. Which means...
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it's right there in his traits. An action with this trait can always be altered to use the raw power of your mind. When you take this action, you can
then
choose
yes.
to replace any damage it deals with mental damage, give it the mental
Ooh.
trait, and replace any save it requires with a will save.
Can I... Since I didn't know it had that,
Mhm.
can I adjust?
If you can do so
Yeah,
quickly.
it didn't move.
Oh, sure.
I know exactly what it is I want to do.
Okay.
So I'll go back to here. We're going to instead come down to my cantrips, and we're going to do an amped daze. Now, it doesn't have it in here, but I do have the effects that I would need.
Mental weakness.
Indeed.
Yeah. It
So-
is that's a combo I used when I did the Jean Grey build, actually.
Yeah. So, as I amp amp daze specifically, spell's damage changes to 5d10 due to the level of the spell itself.
That is
If the target
such-
fails the will save,
That is such an upgrade for days.
for an amp, very explicitly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And until the end of its next turn, if it fails its will save, it'll gain weakness to mental damage, along with a -1 status penalty to will saves. Depending on how much it might fail by, the weakness can change. So
It's a very cool effect. My only issue with it is just how short the weakness is.
I did notice that, and that's why I like that it explicitly states that if it fails the will save, the weakness applies to the damage from daze as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, here comes.
Yeah. So will save, please.
Well, there you go. There's a failure for it.
Perfect. All right, so it'll take 5d10 mental damage with a weakness 3 to mental damage.
Okay. So whatever you roll +3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Boink. Whee!
33. Ouch.
33 mental damage.
All right. It is definitely bloodied now.
Oh. I'm an unleashed psyche.
Oh yeah. So
Doesn't this
that's
technically do more damage?
yes. So it's what? 2 times
Double
the
the
level.
spell's level.
All right. So another 10.
10. It's Ash all over again.
Very ouch.
And then we'll immediately follow it up with continuing it
Mhm.
on a. I'm looking at the wrong item. Here we go.
Now-
Cyburst.
I don't have a penalty on my will save or anything, right?
You do. You have a -1
Okay.
due to
Okay.
daze.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just roll the will save. Because that's set up for a reflex save.
Yeah, I don't know how to adjust it for mind shift.
All
That
good.
is what am doing.
32. So
That would still succeed,
yep. So I'll take half damage.
but it is still a basic. Yep. So
with the weakness.
Yep. It's gonna say bludgeoning, but I don't want to have to put it up. So it's 10 mental damage halved to 5, but with a weakness of 3, so 8.
8 damage. All right. That was a solid turn. Quake.
She said, "Ow! You hit me for 50. I'll hit you for 50 back."
Oh, bleed.
Oh yeah, huh? Okay. Let me do that real fast. Ow. Roll high enough, did you?
Nope. I mean, you didn't, but all right.
No, I meant your
Larry.
damage.
Yes. Actually, no.
Yep.
That the game rolled that automatically. I didn't have to click anything. For
Yes, I know. I'm
that
just saying it rolled high.
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it rolled high enough. It was rude.
Oh no, I was just saying. I think that's cool that it does that on its own.
Oh, yeah, no, that is a fun effect. I've not gotten to see the persistent damage to me yet. So I'd only ever seen like the effects when you'd ever done it to someone else, but it's fun to see it from my end now officially.
But all right, Quake, you are trapped in the ice.
Yep. So I'm gonna try to escape.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics or an unarmed attack roll.
I'm gonna use because this counts as an attack, right? If I do like
Yes.
athletics. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just,
No matter
I'll just
which
do it.
one, and when you escape, yeah,
Right.
escape has the attack
So then
trade.
I'll do an unarmed strike.
Okay. So plus 20. That unfortunately, or plus 21. That unfortunately is a failure. You try to shatter the ice beneath your fists, but it remains in place. Cold and unforgiving as the land itself.
Am I really gonna do this?
Yes.
Let's see. No, because I don't even think that would work. All right, screw it.
Okay, there you go. You are out.
All right.
You kick your way out of the ice.
That gets rid of the off guard as well.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, sweet. All right, so that was 2 actions. Yep, I guess she's just gonna. If I move to the right of Erica, am I flanking with Hazel?
Yes.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Iceman.
Okie dokie. For my free action, I'm going to reduce my aura down to a 5-foot aura.
Mm.
And then I am going to, I guess, attempt to escape again.
Sure.
So we'll go with this.
5.
It's
Unfortunately.
getting worse. Well, I have nothing else to do, so I guess I will invoke the power of Slippery Prey, even though I'm supposed to be fucking good at these. Yay, it's a -3.
Ooh. Okay. So plus 17.
Yeah. Let's see if I can.
As a GM that likes having monsters that grapple, I am not a fan of the inclusion of Slippery Prey as a feat. Just want to put that out there.
Alright, whatever this is, -3. Yep. It's
22.
getting worse. All right, that's my turn.
Alright. The Skraev will act once more. What it's gonna do is it's gonna continue to gamble with its life. I'm going to forget this is Foundry and not Roll20 and click the wrong button to change directions while moving.
Dude, every time.
If you would like to try to make it stand still there, Larry, Quake can do so.
Yeah. Come
No.
on.
As it wheels around, the Skraev turns and plunges its claw into the snow. And you see like the light in its eyes seems to pulse, and as it rips its claw out of the ground, spikes of ice erupt from it in a ray in a cascade, in a 15-foot cone. That is pointing the wrong way. Anywho.
Yes, Erica and yeah.
I don't know how to make it turn directions. It's you two. You two are caught in this
Got it.
erupting ice spikes that I need you to make reflex saves.
You got it.
Alright, Quake again critically succeeds, but Erica fails.
Oh, I forgot I could click on your thing. I apologize.
All good, all good. Erica, you will take 14 piercing damage
Ew.
and 7 cold damage.
Ew.
Then, you are knocked prone as the ice spikes erupt beneath you, throwing your footing off.
Rude.
And as that happens, the Skraev will use its reaction. It will use its chilling advance.
Oh, God.
So, after moving around to reposition back here, it is going to stride right here. And you see it rising over the rock, looking at you almost hungrily. And as it does so, it is going to attempt to demoralize you. How's a 23 against your will, DC? Shy? Don't get shy on me now.
Audio issues from Shy, apparently.
I'm assuming a 23 is a failure. So,
I'm back. Sorry. Literally right as you started doing that, my fucking mic unplugged and I had to reset it up. So I heard nothing. You did an intimidation check against my will DC.
Yep, I rolled a 23.
DC 26 on will, so no.
Okay. Then it is Erica's turn.
I am on the ground. I will stand. And then, because it thinks that it's safe, does it have any sort of cover from me from right here?
No, because I mentioned it was sort of like advancing over the rock.
Perfect. While I could step in, that would be a thing that could make sense. Instead, we're going to use the extending rune and just hit it from right here.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Love that thing.
I love the extending rune. as this wicked-looking great axe just suddenly extends towards its face from an angle it didn't realize was possible.
Ooh, and that is a hit.
Perfect. Oh, sorry. Don't take that.
That was your megaton strike.
That's megaton. Yep. So take this. Sorry.
I was gonna say that seemed like a lot of dice for a level 10 weapon.
Roar.
Extending or no?
Roar, Zabimaru.
All right. Well, extending takes 2 actions. You stood up, which means it is Hazel's turn.
Indeed. Ugh. All right, what's going on? Mystic Armor, Unleash Psyche. Okay, so that's all. None of that goes away. Cool, perfect. All right, so with Hazel, we're going to go ahead and immediately just go ahead and do another Psi Burst because I have the ability to.
Okay.
And we will stick with the Mind Shift, but the mental weakness is indeed gone.
Yep. Okay.
So we'll save.
Oop. Ooh. Failed.
Barely fails. Perfect. All right. Once again, it will still say bludgeoning, but it is mental.
All right. It is getting low.
And she is going to do the most brave thing she's ever done.
I thought you were being honest for a second, and I thought you were going to approach the.
Absolutely not. And then calculate threats as she observes the battlefield and goes, no.
Okay.
All right.
End of your turn, you will bleed. For 6. Then it is Quake's turn.
All right. Let's do a. Let's just do a Key Blast. Because
Ooh.
why not?
Yeah.
So the more actions I
Spend on it.
take, that's the more damage it is.
Yep.
All right. Then I'm just gonna do a 3.
Okay.
She kind of just slams down on the floor, making a huge, like, seismic wave at the thing.
Hell yeah.
Key Blast cast.
And so click on the 3 action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just roll for the Fortitude save. We don't need to bother with the cone.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, a success, but not a critical success.
For sure.
So go ahead and roll damage, because it's still... Oof. Okay. That's almost 20 points of damage. My poor Skraev. Oh, wait, sorry. I took full damage. I meant to take half. My poor Skraev is mortal. One good hit can finish this thing off. But Quake's not providing that hit, so Iceman.
Aw. Alright. Well, I will attempt yet again to break out.
Okay.
Nope.
Man, you have not rolled. You have a
can't roll
55% chance of breaking out.
Plus T.
Can I-
This is such sad bullshit.
Can I spend a hero point on his behalf as Hazel, as she
can't
attempts to
do
help him?
anything.
What if I spend both of them?
Hazel, receive some healing.
27 points
That's
of healing
all
to
of my
Hazel.
actions.
Alright, it does mean that the Skraev gets another turn. You know what? There's no cooldown on Erupting Ice because it's unlimited use area damage. So, here's another one, guys. For Erica and Quake.
Show.
Good.
God, I cannot roll for her
Excellent.
saves.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Each of you will take 10 piercing and 6 cold damage. Each of you will also be knocked prone.
Oh, huh. God damn it.
And then the Skraev will chilling advance upon Quake while she's on the ground. So it is going to stride, looming over you. But because of the wording of this ability, this is a stride, which
I was gonna
means
say,
it triggers your stand still.
He's kind of yeah.
Try to kick
him
at
off.
it from the ground. Yeah. Let's
All
see if
right.
you can do it.
Come
Nope,
on.
You cannot. It advances upon you, and as it does so, it just fixes you with its glare, and it attempts to demoralize you. 31 versus your will DC.
That is a yeah.
Success?
Yeah, success.
Alright, so you are also frightened 1.
I suppose, to be fair, BB, sort of like Magic the Gathering rules, it does say it can stride. It doesn't necessarily have to for the future.
Yeah, but it has to end the movement closer, and I was going to say it's closer than where it was.
Oh, that's actually a good point. I didn't see that. I apologize.
Yep. Then, with you on the ground, it's just going to try to disembowel you with a beak strike.
Oh, okay.
So let me make sure I'm targeting you. You've got a -3 to AC right now. I got good chances here. Let's go. Ooh. Critical hit. For 58 points of piercing damage. This thing unleashes a cone of ice spikes erupting from the ground, and as you try to recover, it advances upon you. Terror strikes in your heart, and as you try to back away, kicking desperately, feebly at it, it rips down with its beak and opens a deep gash in your guts, and you can see your intestines within them pulsing.
Ooh.
As your blood hits the snow, it turns to steam, and Erica, you see this sight before you.
Erica has one thing she does best.
Standing up.
Yep. I stand. No.
Nobody quite stands like Erica.
No. Well, she is pretty out there as an individual in my head, so I'm not surprised. And then, you know what? I guess, hold on. Would this rock right here be something that'd be in the way of, like, movement?
It's difficult terrain.
Okay, so how much movement speed do I have? I have 30. Would it just be this square that'd be difficult terrain? Or would this one be as well?
I'll say just this one.
Perfect. 30 feet it is of movement, aka 25 feet because of the one square of difficult terrain to get just to right here.
You are flanking with a absolutely horrified Quake.
Yep.
No, don't
Which
leave
is
me.
good enough for me.
Quake, I'll give you an extra reaction if you want to stop Erica from abandoning you.
That'll be the one that I crit.
Stand still. No, come back.
Facts. Trip. Bam. Face. All right, and then yeah, we'll just go ahead and follow it up with a good old-fashioned Earth Shatter swing, and we'll make it bludgeoning. As she swings it down with the flat to make it into a hammer.
Okay.
But doink. I'm targeting. Perfect. All right, what do we got here?
A hit is what you've got.
Perfect. Smush.
Nice.
Smush indeed.
Oh my goodness.
Some really good damage roll.
Yeah,
12
it
and a
was.
10. Yeah, almost max. The Skraev, under the weight of your blow, crumples to the ground. And your party emerges.
Another one for the books of for Erica.
Scathed, but victorious. Alright, good job, guys. Things got... I was worried a little bit about the start there, and then things started looking up for me, and then things started looking really up for me.
Yeah, all those nat 20s on your end alone for those freaking saves. It would be dead by now if it weren't for that.
So the Skraev is a monster from the game of Dauntless, which is sort of a free-to-play monster hunter. I actually built it because it is going to show up in a campaign I'm running. And I figured, you know what? Since I'm going to have it anyway, why not just do a Monster Monday with it?
Nice.
Because
Good luck, decaf.
yeah, because initially I was kind of reticent to do so because it's like, oh, it's just a cold owlbear. But actually looking into it, it did have a number of very unique abilities and stuff that I wanted to explore. So, you guys should be able to open it up, check it out if you would like. I'll do a quick sort of rundown on the build of this creature, and then of course feel free to share your thoughts on it. I'm just going to start at the top, just go through the tables as we go. Not going to really bother with the attribute modifiers. I feel like they're kind of archaic, at least for monsters, because while they do provide a sort of guideline, your abilities and stuff aren't directly tied to them anymore.
Mhm.
However, aside from that, this creature uses a high-ish perception. It's one below high for its level. It is armed with low light vision, as well as scent, and also has an ability called snow vision to enable its hunting, which didn't really make a matter. But if you guys had been in the tornado, the ice tornado, it could have targeted you without having to roll concealment checks.
Mm.
Smart, smart.
Skills wise,
Casming all this down.
it has an almost extreme athletics. Doesn't really make use of it unless it wants to use like the athletic maneuvers and stuff. But then it has a moderate intimidation and a low acrobatics because it is described, while it is capable of flight, it's described as not being a great flyer. It's mostly just like short hops it does between the floating islands that make up the world of Dauntless. On the defensive side of things, it uses a high armor class. Um, it has a high fortitude, being a creature of like just the wind and like being part bear. That seemed to make the most sense to me. I gave it a moderate wisdom, a moderate will, uh, because in part because in Pathfinder First Edition, the spell to increase your will to increase your wisdom was Owl's wisdom, and it is part owl. And also just because I feel like this creature is just a focus like sort of predator, and it's able to shake off mental effects against it. However, it is a big sort of cumbersome beast, so it has an almost terrible reflex. As
Fair
for
enough.
hit points, it is sitting at the low end of high for its HP. Obviously, it is immune to cold damage. It has a weakness to fire, which you guys saw. It's got a decent speed of 35, but it can only fly 20 feet, and it also has ice stride, so that it isn't impeded by difficult terrain caused by snow or ice, and it can move across ice without slipping and falling. It has a high attack bonus for its talon and beak, which respectively use a slightly below moderate and slightly below high damage by like 2 points. So that covers all the numbers. How do you guys feel about those? Anything that felt like off to you? I felt like its AC was fine because you guys should have hit on like a 10, even without like flanking and stuff. At least in the case of like the marshals and everything, you guys were just rolling terribly.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were.
rolls weren't exactly in people's favor.
But I mean, I do have it with high HP and high AC. I could see maybe dropping one of those. I don't know if feel free to tell me what you guys think about that on that.
I mean, I think it felt fine
Okay.
overall.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. We will moving into discussing the abilities. I already talked about its passive effects. Its main two abilities, its main abilities are its erupting ice, which we got to use twice because I didn't put a cooldown on it. And this was actually so originally when I designed this creature, I based a lot of what I built from it on the owlbear, but in an effort to make it a little bit more distinct and better sort of like show off its different abilities, I separated some things. So originally, Freezing Gust included both the line effect and or alternatively, a cone it could do. But Erupting Ice, when I watched it again, it was a much smaller area, and the spikes themselves seem to be a much more prominent factor. So I ended up splitting it and making it its own thing, and then in doing so, I also wanted to really try to separate it from Freezing Gust. So I removed the actual freezing effect of it. I made it make creatures prone instead, and then I also added in the piercing damage of it. Freezing Gust is just that 60-foot line, so it is kind of harder to land on multiple people. At least I always find that lines are. Uses that high reflex save. It's got limited use, so it has the limited use damage. I might tone that down, especially because failure leads to creatures being immobilized and off guard when they're frozen in place.
I could actually see that because
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe drop it to like 8d6. Because if I go too much further, it's just going to be the same as unlimited use area damage.
Maybe.
Because unlimited use area damage for a level 11 creature is 6d6.
Fair. It's mostly the combination of being like immobilized and possibly even slowed one. Like if you're stuck there and you can't leave, also because you don't have the actions for it, you just never end up moving again, and that's pretty brutal.
I could be convinced to lower the DC of the escape to like 27 or something. Put it at a moderate DC.
I could maybe see that instead of lowering the damage.
Well, Decaf, as a person that was actually slowed by it, do you have a preference?
I mean, it'd be nice if I felt I could have contributed more to the fight had I not literally rolled single digits the entire fight.
So, do you think a lower escape DC? Because I think one of your rolls would have escaped if I did have it at a moderate DC.
I think his first escape attempt, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His like subsequent ones after the fact, I don't know, but
Okay, so we like keeping it at 10d6, but reducing the escape DC to a 27.
I think that I think that could be fair. Although I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, level 10, right? In theory, what could someone get to at a plus bonus with like acrobatics or something
If it
at this
was,
level?
so I mean,
You could have
Decaf had
10
a
plus
plus 20 with a plus 4 strength and master in acrobatics with a plus 16. So plus 16 is a base number. At level 10, most characters
yeah,
will have a plus 5 in their main ability score. So plus 21,
could be about as high as it gets.
which means characters
Maybe with items.
would succeed on a 6. But I'm not super bothered by that because even if they do succeed, they've burnt an
Eating up
action
an
with the
action.
attack trait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, honestly, I think a 27 would be really good.
Keep the damage, reduce the escape DC.
Yeah.
I think is
And
where we
like
landed on that.
yeah, like the reflex save DC I think is fine. It's the escape DC.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does that sound
Very
good to you,
explicitly.
Decaf?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. Now one of the abilities that I maybe took the most liberties with was its Howling Winds. Because in Dauntless, the Skraev simply like creates this whirlwind that just flies in a line. As like I wanted to make it distinct from the freezing gust. And so I had it be something that it could sustain, that it could control. And so that led to it being this. It deals unlimited use area damage at a moderate DC. And yeah, it takes an action to sustain it. And it can only damage a creature once per round, no matter how many times it runs a tornado over somebody.
It's probably a fair, smart call.
But any thoughts, feelings, suggestions?
Not here personally. I think it's good.
Okay.
Similar boat, yeah.
Right, and then finally, the Skraev will do this move where it sort of leaps into the air and then it just sort of pounces down, hits in an area. This time I did lean a little bit into the owlbear with its vicious pounce. I kept the leap into the air and everything in the landing, but I made it a beak strike, and I wanted it to be bleed damage to reference the owlbear's like literal disembowel ability. I think it's called. Let me double check on that.
Terrifying either way.
Yeah, it's called Gnaw, but the effect is the owlbear attempts to disembowel the creature with a beak strike. Beak strike.
Oh.
But yeah. I don't know. That's a pretty basic one. It stops it from using any of its other like cool abilities. So, and I made it fly twice because its fly speed is only 20 feet, as you guys can see.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
And then the only other thing to its kit is something I used at the end there, the Chilling Advance, which is me mostly just liking creatures to have different reactions, and it also lets this creature sort of like, this is a melee creature, but it has a lot of ranged area abilities. And so sort of the idea behind this is to help it close the distance after using one of those abilities. While also being, I think, thematically appropriate.
Okay.
What do you guys think? You guys like it? I mean, I think the balance of it, I don't see any real issue with it balance-wise.
No, I mean, at least from my end, obviously I won't speak for everyone. I think it's fine. I'm pretty happy overall. I never ended up getting, trapped in ice, so I was never able to speak to that. But otherwise, I think it seemed pretty good to me. And as I've like read through like the different abilities, I don't think I saw anything like grammatically that stood out. So
All right.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, if everybody is happy with this and if there's no further suggestions, we are going to call it here. Thank you guys for helping me test this out. Thank you for everybody who stopped by the stream. And this is, like I said, this is coming out in the future on YouTube. It'll already have been past the new year. So I hope your New Year's resolutions have been going well. And we will see you a couple weeks from now. Because, like I said, I'm going on vacation. So until then, stay safe, be good. See you next time.